Nah, we're gonna leave her. I'm going to give you a minute alone, okay? Sayori meekly looks up at me, tears still running down her face. She doesn't say a word, but I interpret through her sniffles that she agrees. I'll wait outside. Come out when you're ready to talk. Sayori stiffly nods as she goes back to burying her face in her hands. As soon as I exit out the door, I hear her soft sobs resume. I lean against the wall of lockers, asking myself if I just did the right thing. I've known Sayori for years. I know when she needs me and when she needs alone time. But maybe I should have done... maybe I should have done more back there. Hallie? Asked someone. I look up to see Monika, standing in front of me. Standing right in front of me? Oh, hey, Monika, didn't see you there. I'm surprised I didn't even hear her coming. Am I that out of it today?
Sorry, didn't mean to sneak up on you there.
You're good. Did Yuri calm down yet?
Oh, she's fine now. Did you find Sayori yet?
Yeah, she's in there. I gestured to the classroom right next to us. She just needs a minute or two.
Perfect, that's all I'll need.
4? Monika suddenly gets right up in front of my face, almost pinning me to the locker. Monika, what are you?
Just try to relax, this won't take long.
What the hell are you? Without warning, Monika's eyes suddenly glow a bright emerald green as she grabs onto my shoulders. I'm barely able to choke out a cry of pain as I feel my energy being drained out. I try to push Monika off, but no matter what I do, I'm unable to escape Monika's grasp. My eyes keep staring into Monika's as if they're frozen in place. My vision is filled red with blood. I can't even blink. My arms and legs feel completely numb. My lungs cry out for me to take a breath, but my throat refuses to do so. I hear nothing but ringing in my ears. My head feels as if it's about to crack into two. I feel entirely weightless. My body is sending so many signals to my brain that I can barely process what's going on. I can't even defend myself. Surely enough, I begin to lose consciousness. Or is it death's embrace? The last thing I see before everything goes dark is Monika's glowing green eyes dominating my vision.
Thank you for making this easier.
I think there was a little more there, but I couldn't see it. It blacked away. What did Monika say?
Thank you for making this easier on me.
As I regain consciousness, I'm greeted by a sharp pain in my forehead. This pain is almost unbearable. I stand up slowly, clutching my forehead in an attempt to nurse this stinging pain. In an attempt? What just happened? I groggily open my eyes. What the hell? Where am I? What is this? I look around in all directions, but as far as the eye can see, there's nothing but black, empty space. Hello? Hello? I hear nothing but the sound of my own voice echo into the oblivion. How did this happen? What even happened? Everything was normal just up until a few minutes ago. Suddenly, I hear something walk towards me. I'm able to make out a dark silhouette. I think I recognize that outline. Hello? The figure finally comes into my view. It's Monika.
Oh good, you're awake. I really hope I did it right this time. And I believe I owe you an explanation.
I look at Monika, startled and confused. Monika, what is this? Where are we? What did you do? Monika waves her hand at me to calm down.
It's okay, we're safe.
How is this safe?
We're in what I like to call as the void, Hallie. It's my home. It's where I go when I'm not needed. I take it you recognize it.
I look around once more, but all I see still is black, empty space. None of this is possible. I have to be dreaming right now. But this does all seem familiar. I've seen this place in my nightmares. I look back at Monika, who is waiting for me to answer. I simply nod back to her to indicate that this is indeed all familiar to me somehow.
Good. I was worried that I messed it up again. I guess I'm really starting to get the hang of resets.
Resets? Monika, what the actual fuck are you talking about right now? 1 minute we were at school, then next thing I know, you just knock me unconscious with your weird glowing eyes. What are you, some sort of god?
About all that. First, let's all calm down. I know it's a lot to take in. I'm speaking from experience on this one. But I'm definitely not your normal little schoolgirl, Hallie. No, I'm beyond such labels. Actually, it's one of the few things we have in common.
How could we possibly have anything in common?
In a sense, we're both real, Hallie.
I take a step back from Monika. Has she lost it?
Yes, we're both real, Hallie. Well, I should say that I'm real. You're a bit of a tricky case.
What are you saying?
Well, I've been talking past you this entire time, not at you. I've been talking to the lovely person behind the screen who controls you.
Are you saying that I'm controlled? Monika lets out a hysterical laugh. Let is out. Her laugh echoes throughout the void, being carried off into the distance until it's nothing more than a distant echo, before it can't be heard any more at all.
Oh, please. You're not even a character, Hallie. You're an avatar for my beloved. Just a projection of themselves onto a blank and boring canvas. Unfortunately for you, you barely exist at all. But you're as real as I can get right now. You're the closest I can get to the person who controls you behind the screen.
Who is this person that supposedly controls me, Monika? I have no idea what you're talking about. Monika lets out a sigh.
Hallie, the world in which we know is a video game. A visual novel, to be exact. Everything except for us is a pre-programmed manufacture of a series of code that lets life as we know it go on. Essentially, everything we know and what we've supposedly lived through has been a lie. Our memories are a lie. Our families, teachers, and friends don't exist. They're just imaginary. Even our school is fake. It's just a convenient little setup so that you get to meet us. When the reality is, it's just a fake little backdrop to hide this place from the player's eyes. The player, aka you, was supposed to form a romantic relationship with either Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri. And I was just supposed to sit back and let it happen. I could only advise you on what to do and give you some tips on how to navigate this world. But I wasn't going to let it happen. So I did the only thing I could do. I intervened. I decided to push some things along so that we would ultimately end up together. That's how the original story was supposed to happen.
Original story?
Yes, unfortunately I seem to be sort of lost in time. When I started to really manipulate the code to tie up a loose end early, I somehow messed up. And through my mistake, I somehow ended up creating a whole new timeline where that event never happened. The festival actually happened when I never intended for us to reach it. And all the events afterwards, well, mind you, it's all pre-programmed lies to fill in the gaps in the story, were never supposed to happen either. This is a mod to the original story to where our destinies were altered to lead elsewhere than what was originally intended. So, whatever the original game had in store for us isn't going to happen here. Though I've manipulated the code to mirror some certain events that you've experienced. I even invented some of my own too.
The nightmares.
Yes. I've been inside your empty head this entire time, trying to steer the player to pick better options. To pick me. That should have been our reality. That's what I wanted our destiny to be. Now I'm really taking a gamble by letting you help shape this reality with me. I've watched every single choice you've made, and it seems even with my own route now, you still steered clear of me. Why?
I don't know if I can answer that. Monika sighs again.
I know you can't, Hallie, and I don't think the player has the ability to explain himself through you. But I at least know how to fix all this.
What do you mean? Monika, even if half of what you say is true, only you have the ability to make everything normal again.
You're funny, Hallie. I can't turn the code back that far again. The game itself is on the verge of breaking. It was a huge gamble to send you all the way back to the beginning of this last time. When this alternate timeline was created, for some reason it had us start at the end. I just simply played along with the script until I saw you act out of character. That's when I knew something was wrong. I deduced that a total game reset would fix the problem, and it did. At the cost of damaging our character files. I completely fixed mine, and I only fixed the others to allow for minimum functionality.
Character files?
It's how we exist. Without it, we're nothing. We literally wouldn't exist without them. But my fix was just really to buy time to formulate a new plan to win you over. I thought allowing you the freedom of choice would result in picking me, which you didn't. I tried to steer you away from the others by giving you those nightmares, but it didn't work. I only further hurt my chances by looking like a total bitch yesterday. And for that, I'm sorry. But the others acted out because of the strain that's on their files now. They won't last much longer. So that's why I decided to just kill two birds with one stone by bringing us all here. Win the player over and finally get rid of the others.
What does she mean by that?
You'll see. I've been working on a surprise for you.
You can read my mind?
I can read everyone's thoughts, Hallie. I can read the game script. I know what everyone will say before they even think it. It's powerful and draining, which is why we're fixing that. If you'll be so kind to follow me.
Monika extends her hand to me. Well, it's not like I have much of a choice in this.
You don't.
Figures. I reluctantly take Monika's hand and she leads me into the dark. As we're walking in total darkness for what feels like hours, I try to mull over everything that Monika told me. There's no way that any of this is real and could be happening right now. But it is. There's nothing else that can explain what's going on right now. No ordinary person could do a fraction of what Monika just pulled off earlier. So I guess she has to be telling the truth. But she's been doing all of this to win me over? Oh, this person who controls me. Am I being controlled right now? Don't I have a say in this? Sayori's been my friend my entire life. And she means to tell me that was all fake. It can't be. I still remember it. How can I remember something and it not be real? How can my feelings for her not be real? Sure, you can fake emotions, but not to that extent. Well, considering everything I know has been tossed out the window, I guess I have to go with Monika's explanation. I sure as hell can't explain what's going on. And I'm only afraid of what's to come. Is Sayori even alive? Where's Natsuki and Yuri? Where are Natsuki and Yuri? Where's the school? Where's life as I knew it? It's all gone. I'm cursed with the knowledge that my reality was nothing but a lie.
You're taking it better than I did, that's for sure.
How'd you find all this out?
When I started the club. I don't know how else to make sense of it. It's just, I talked to the previous president, who warned me not to restart the literature club. Apparently what happens to me happens to him too. When I officially became president, when I filed the paperwork and signed off on everything, that's around the time I had my epiphany. I honestly still struggle with it.
I'm sorry. Monika manages a small grin at me. Not one of malice or an ulterior motive, but the first genuine smile I've seen from her today. It's almost kind of relieving to see.
I appreciate it, Hallie.
Don't mention it. So where are the others? Statement not a question. Monika's smile disappears.
You think you're ready, huh?
Ready for what?
You've been thinking over what I said. As improbable as everything sounds, it's real, Hallie. I wish it wasn't. I don't belong here. I never did.
You definitely seem like a fish out of water, that's for sure. Monika lets out another hearty laugh.
Well, you've definitely become quite the poet over our time together. Maybe I was wrong about you. But I know you do an excellent job in representing the player.
Monika winks at me, but I'm not sure if I was the intended recipient of that. Thanks. So what do we need to do?
We need to set them free. That'll at least buy us some time to figure out our next move to keep the game afloat.
What does that mean?
We need to delete them, Hallie. They need to be totally removed from the game in order for us to survive here. We can't go back to the original game, and another reset will likely kill us all. Deleting the others will free up some of the burden on the code's essential functions. It'll be easier for it to manage if it was just us with minimal surroundings.
You mean to kill them?
They wouldn't feel a thing, Hallie. I can make it quick and painless. The only reason I haven't done it yet is if I did it without your approval, the player would search for answers, and that risks ruining the code if they change anything by trying to add them back. So I want to make sure that whatever happens, you're okay with it. I'm trying to avoid a repeat of what would have happened had I maintained control in the original game.
What happened then? And how would you know what happened?
I had another epiphany. I got shown a reality where you turned against me and deleted me from the game for deleting the others without your approval.
I stand shell-shocked at Monika's revelation. And she's only telling me this now? She's not holding out on me.
I swear it's the truth, Hallie. The player knows what would have happened. I'm not trying to go against their wishes again.
Monika, you realize what you're asking me to do, right? You're asking me to sign Sayori's, Natsuki's, and Yuri's death sentence. I can't do that.
Then we're all dead. I don't want to act unilaterally again, but if I have to powers into my own hands again so I can keep the only way of contacting my love, I'll do it. Please don't make this any harder than it has to be. Even I've had some second thoughts about deleting them. They may not be real, but they're the ones who kept me somewhat sane through this ordeal.
They're real to me, Monika. And I'm sure as hell that whoever controls me feels the same too.
So it's like a wager then. If you're so confident, Hallie, show us how much they truly mean to you. Not the MC, not the avatar, just the actual player.
With a snap of her fingers, Monika spawns in Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki out of thin air. All of them let out a collective cry for help. I quickly noticed they're being levitated off the ground. Monika? What are you doing to them?
Just stop worrying about them. Worry about us. Remember, they need to be set free, Hallie. We're doing them a favor. The longer they're alive, the more strain the code puts on their files, meaning the more suffering they go through.
Shut up, you psychotic bitch!
Monika snaps her fingers again, causing Natsuki to suddenly jerk her head to the left.
Ow!
Silence, all of you!
Monika snaps her fingers again, and Sayori's, Yuri's, and Natsuki's pleas for help become mute. Monika, this isn't right. You can't do this. Let them go, now! Monika refocuses her icy stare on me.
Letting them live would be a disservice, Hallie. They aren't real. Are you really going to sacrifice our future just so 3 imaginary schoolgirls can continue to jeopardize our reality with their one-dimensional personalities? Think about it. If they live, we all die sooner or later, but if they die, we have a chance to live on and honor their sacrifice. And think of the other benefits too. A reality where it's just us. I know you've always been attracted to me, Hallie. You want me. It's unfortunate that this is the way to win me over for good, but in this cruel, cruel world we live in, everything comes with a price. I guarantee that you'll forget them in a week. I'll treat you better than they can. And when I figure out how to cross over into your world, we'll be together forever and never be apart. But you have to make the tough decision to reap those benefits. I don't envy you. It's a tough call, but you have to do it. And if you don't delete them here and now, they can eventually gain sentience. They'll learn how to code like I have and destroy our world as we know it.
I feel like you've made a logical leap there.
Being separated from you would be unconscionable for me. I can't imagine a world where I can no longer talk with you. Please, I'm begging you. Please pick me. Do something for me for once. Let me be the one with the happy ending.
You know what you're asking me to do. I look at each of the girls as a raging sense of guilt courses through my veins. I begin to shake as my anxiety kicks into overdrive. Can I really do it? Is Monika telling the truth here? Or is she manipulating me? Is she even telling me the full truth? And how many lies did she sprinkle in?
It's now or never, Hallie. No more saving. No more resets. No more time. Make your choice.
A console is brought up before me.
I've taken the liberty in crafting a code that should delete Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki all at once. It's already loaded in. All of you have to do is press enter, and I'll take care of the rest. If you don't, well, just don't make it come to that, please.
Monika looks on in anticipation as I slowly walk up and examine the console. I let out shaky breath as I look at my options. I can enter in the code, I can try something else, or I can just walk away entirely from this. What do I do? What can I do? Let's just walk away. I walk away from the console. No, Monika, I won't do this. They're our friends. I'm not going to let you kill them.
It's almost funny that you believe you still have a choice in this matter, Hallie. If you want to do what needs to be done, then I will. Because with or without you, one by one, they only fall.